Hey everyone, welcome to another Life with Pets live stream. Today I wanted to show you some of the guppy fry that we have got. My goodness, that glare is bad. Let me move around, see if we can get rid of that glare. Maybe that's a bit better. Is that better? If you guys could let me know. Let me get the chat up. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think, is that better? Can you let me know if you can hear me, guys, as well? Okay, thanks Danny. Welcome. Yes, I've got our first guppy fry. We've had guppies in the past, but we've actually always had a totally male tank. So we've never had actual guppy fry because we've never had females. And so we've got the two females and the male. Let me show you them now. Let me take you round to them, and here we go. So this is the tank that the females have been in, with the male, of course, and the females still look like they are so heavily pregnant, and yet one of them at least have given us the babies, and I've actually put them in here. I wasn't going to put them in a breeder box. I was just going to let them sort of hide out in the tank, but we decided that I really want this batch to survive because obviously it's the first one, so we put them in here, and I don't know if you can see them. Let me get a light to go over the top, and then maybe that would be better, but there we are. We have 6 at the moment, or 6 that we found, let's put it that way. I keep seeing them in the tank and then trying to get them out, so hopefully there's no more in there, but we've got 6 right now, so hopefully we'll get some more, because I don't think that both of them have given birth at this point, because one of them in particular still looks really heavily pregnant. So hey Susan, thanks for joining. Bob, thanks for joining. How long can guppies live? I think it's usually 2 to 3 years. That's typical, I would say. So these we've been feeding, they actually came with food when we got them. We got them from Guppy Train, and they came with this like flake food, but then they also came with, let me just grab it, they also sent this fry food. So I have been feeding this, and then I've also been feeding the Daphnia as well, but some of the pieces of the Daphnia are a bit too big, but they can eat most of it. The box we got from, I think it was Amazon. I've had it a really long time, and do you know, it's absolutely fabulous, this box, because it does the filtration as well, if I can show you that. So all I do is I've got like a little siphon tubing, and I put that into it and then just clean the bottom, do it out into a jug just to make sure that I don't take up any guppies. The water level will like go down, and then because it's filtered, then the water then just fills back up with this, so I don't even have to fill it back up. Yeah, that's right, Bob, it is the Marina. So like I say, I'm not planning on putting them into a breeder box normally. I am going to let them just do their thing, but because this was the first lot, then I really want them to survive. So I'm going to stick some food in, because I actually haven't fed them this morning. So let me grab some of the thing. Let's see if we can see them eating. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get them to eat. I don't know whether they'll go up or not. Sometimes they do, sometimes they wait for it to sink down, and then they'll eat. So I don't know, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Here we go. It is sinking down now, so let's see if they will eat. But they are so tiny. I don't know whether this is tiny for, I think they're 4 days. Bob, if you're still there and you breed guppies, is this tiny for 4 days old, or is this about right? Because obviously I have got no idea. How many we have? We have the 6. The 6, yeah, I think it's 6. I kept sort of, first of all we saw 3 and I pulled 3 out, and then I saw another one and I managed to catch that one, and then another one. Anyway, we're up to 6. So and it's been interesting seeing the colour change just from like day 1, 2 and 3. I think 3 of them were actually like a blackhead, and then the others were the clear colour that you see now. So I don't know what that exactly means. So but hopefully they will survive, but we'll have to wait and see. So feeding them the really crushed up flakes, and then we're feeding Daphnia as well, and we have the brine shrimp hatchery going as well. So what's that? There are probably a couple more hiding in the tank. Yes, yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised actually if there are some more hiding in here. And like I say, I do think that one of the females is still pregnant, but I'm not 100% certain. So just orders my dividers, thanks for doing the sale. Thank you very much. Yeah guys, we do have a sale running right now for our dividers. We actually have, my goodness, I've got the blower on right now so my hair's all over the place. We do have a sale going on right now on the dividers. We have a lot of what we call imperfect. It means they've got scratched, the material came to us quite badly damaged, and so we are selling them off at a great discount. So now is the time to buy dividers if you want some. We're also doing a sale on the premium packages as well, and let me just show you what's in. We have actually sold an awful lot of these, so I don't know that we've got many left, but this is what's in the package. We have the divider, the air pump, 2 sponge filters, the airline tubing, and then the valves, the two-way lever and the check valve. So you get all that in the package, but like I say, I'm not sure how many are left right now. So I do know more on the website, but I know that we do still have the dividers on sale, and we're going to run the sale right through to the Monday, so it will go right through Monday, and we may even go into Tuesday, we'll see, but by then I think, especially with the premium packages, we will have sold out. So thank you very much, Deck, for that. Yeah, I have to say this guppy one is probably my favourite tank right now. I just love all the shrimp that are in it, and I need dividers, then go buy one. Go buy one. We've had so many sales right now, so they are selling really, really quick. Where do you guys ship to? Only the USA, I'm afraid. To go outside of USA is way too expensive, so just USA. I would love to be able to ship internationally. We do lose out a lot by not shipping internationally, but unfortunately we just can't do. It's just too expensive and gets very complicated with taxes and customs and all that good stuff. So Pedro, thank you very much. So I've actually got food out to feed the other fish, so let's go and do that. I got some, the goldfish are gonna get peas today, which are here. So I'm gonna pour these in for the goldfish. They absolutely love these. They're going crazy because they know they're going to get fed. Oh, I can't get them out. Here we go. There we go. The others haven't even noticed yet. Ollie, you're in the wrong spot, buddy. You're in there we go. Oh no, he's still not got it. How are you going to be selling your guppies? We won't be selling for a while. I've already had a lot of inquiries about them just because of the colouring of them, but obviously we're not going to be selling them just yet. We need to build up a good group of them. I'm also hoping to be able to get some more, obviously, because I don't want too much inbreeding. So I am hoping to be able to get some more to add to the group. So it won't be for a while, but when we do, it probably will be through Instagram. And maybe just announcing it on YouTube. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really made a decision. So Tyler's Tank Centre, thanks for stopping by. Bye guys. Okay, so this one I'm going to feed. Let me get this one set up. We're going to feed, I've got an assortment to do for this one. We're going to do the spirulina brine shrimp and also bloodworms in this one. So I'm just going to set that there, and these guys go crazy for this food. Okay, here we go. Put some in, here we are. They always go for the bloodworm first. Do you prefer live or frozen food, and why? I actually haven't tried live food. I am going to be getting a microworm culture from Big City Betas. If you don't know who she is, go check out her channel. She has just started up a channel and very informative. She's going to be actually sending some for me, and yeah, me too, Bob, my favourite fish by far. She's going to be sending some to me, so I am going to be giving it a go, especially with having the guppy fry. It would be good for them. So yeah, not yet. I do love frozen food just because of the convenience of it, but I am willing to try all sorts because I do think that it's good for your fish to have a very varied diet. So the rose lines are the one with the black and red stripe. They do get quite large. Our largest right now is about 4 inches, and they do get 5 to 6 inches. When we had our 125 gallon tank, ours did reach 6 inches. They were absolutely huge. They do need to ideally be kept in groups of 5 or more, otherwise we found that they get very nippy and they fight a lot amongst each other. So we sort of stick at 5, and I wouldn't mind adding another 1 or 2, having said that, but yeah, okay, let's see, my chat's vanished again. Is it possible for a beta to kill a mystery snail? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is still possible, because when the snail is out, they can actually rip off their tentacles, or they can sort of rip at the snail. So even if they weren't going to kill it outright, then it is very, very possible that they could sort of kill it over time. So that is something that you have to be really careful. Bye, Susan. Thanks for stopping by. I have got, in fact, Bandit, the one that we've just set up the tank. We'll go through to now. I had some ram's horns in with him, and we haven't had any beta fish kill any ram's horn snails, and he has killed them all. So he will not be getting any more snail tank mates, and his tank actually is needing a clean. We've got an algae bloom going on right now, so here he is, but he is just gorgeous. He's wanting food. So he is the one that we are planning on breeding, and he is just gorgeous. He's the one that came from Creative Pet Keeping, and I do know she's going to be posting more of her beta fish on, I think in about a week to 10 days, because I don't think she's got any for sale right now, because she's actually away, so, or going away. I don't know whether she's gone yet, but I know that she's going, so hopefully. What is the link for Big City Betas? I can leave that down in the description box below, and go on over and check that out. And then this guy is going to be paired with this young lady here. Here she is. So he is going to be paired with her, and she's really, really changing colour. She was very, very yellow when we first got her, and now she's getting a very blotchy yellow and black. So oh, thank you, Creative Innovations. There you go. There's the link for Big City Beta's channel. Like I say, she's just starting out, but the videos that she's posted so far are very informative, and she does do a lot of breeding of betas. So if that's something you're into, then that is a good channel, because she is so helpful. So go on over and check that out. And then we have Minnie. Now, many of you know, Minnie went into the 75 gallon. And she got on okay in there. There was no issues with the fighting and stuff, but she was not happy at all. So we decided to take her out. Her colour became very washed out, and she just, I don't know, she just wasn't her usual happy self. So we decided that maybe she'd lived on her own for too long, and we just decided it wasn't the right thing for her. So how do you treat velvet in a beta fish? Ideally with medication. I think it's called Copper Safe is the one that we used. We do have, I don't think I've got a video specifically on that, but we do have one on having cured velvet with a very, very sick beta fish that we took in. And he did have velvet. He had it very, very badly, and I think it was by Mardel, and it was called Copper Safe. So check that one out, because we did have a lot of success with that one. So okay. So those of you that are just tuning in, we have Guppy Fry, and I'm going to go back and show those. We have actually put a shrimp in the tank, or the little breeder box, with them, just simply so that he can eat up any of the unwanted food, and just basically keep the box clean. I don't know whether that's a good thing to do or not, but we decided to do that. So and it does seem to be working as well. I only need to do the box about once a day, so that's a good thing. My beta fish has, oh chat, come back. My beta fish has red stuff on its head. What is it? It's eating fine and not swimming much. Red stuff? I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. I've not, a white stuff maybe, but not red stuff. Is it a growth on the fish, or is it colouring, or yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm bored of my betta fishes, 4.5 years now. Wow, your betta fish has lived a long time. I mean, betta fish can actually live 5 to 6 years, but typically speaking, they do only live 2 to 3 years. So to get to 4 to 5 is really, really, really good. So you should be really proud of yourself that you have got to that level. Here's the divided tank. Not sure where Henry is right now. Let me see. Can't see Henry, but there's Theo. Theo doesn't have, actually I think he's got a snail on this side, but that's it, because he is extremely aggressive and will basically just kill anything in sight. So so he doesn't have tank mates, but Henry very often goes behind the filter, so maybe that's where he is right now. But he does have shrimp in his tank and he doesn't bother with them at all. But Henry is on the older side, so he doesn't swim too well. So what is happening with that river looking decoration in the tank? It is basically just an underwater river. So we dug out the substrate, we put some rocks in, and then it has sort of, you can't really see it because obviously we've got it covered up, but in this part here there is like a wand, airstone wand, and then it just sends the bubbles basically through to the back. So yeah, so there we go. That's this tank is so low maintenance at the moment, which is why I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's doesn't take a great deal of care at all. I'm sure once we end up with more fish in here, then it will do. Okay, so again, for those tuning in, we are also running a sale on our website on our dividers. These are our dividers, for those of you that don't know, for betta fish tanks. We do them for 10, and actually we do them for 5.5 gallon. Gosh, that glare's terrible. We do them for 5.5 gallon, 10 gallon and 20 gallon tanks. They are on sale right now, and we're also running a sale on the premium packages, which, like I say, I'm not too sure we've got many of those left because we have had a huge run on those. But let me just show you what's in them. This is what's in the package. That you get the divider, either a 10 or 20 gallon, an air pump. You can actually buy the package without the air pump, the tubing, the valves, the return valves, and then also sponge filters. So depending what package you get, then you'll get a different variety of things within it. But these are on sale right now. We don't usually do these on sale a great deal because they're a big seller anyway, but we decided for Labor Day weekend that we would put them on sale. All right, so let's go back to the fry. Where is the sale? It's on our website. I will leave a link in the description box below when this video is over, so you'll be able to go on and check it out. It is also, the link is also on it's also on Instagram as well, on our profile. So if you're on Instagram, then you can do that as well. So Assad says, I'm doing a water change. Yeah, I did all mine on, I think it was Wednesday, so I've got a little reprieve for about, well, we usually do them every 6 to 7 days, so I've got a little reprieve for now. So when do you think you'll start breeding your bettas? Probably next month. We were thinking November, but I think we might go for the end of October, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we do plan on doing it. We do only have the one female, so I'm hoping that it works out, but obviously there's no guarantees that the fish will get on. So obviously that is something that we need to see if it works out. So I hope it does. If it doesn't, then we'll go ahead and get another betta fish at some point, and we'll try again with that. So yeah, the guppy grass, too bad you sold out of the guppy grass. Yeah, the guppy grass sells really, really quickly. We usually only have a few portions of it when we put it on because we only grow it in a small tank. I have actually started growing it in another tank because we sell so much of it, or because it's in high demand. So hopefully in the next month or so we will have a lot more. So would you ever get a reptile? No, I don't think so. I mean, I do enjoy watching videos of them, but it's not something that I don't think I'd get. My thing, I absolutely love gerbils. It's not a reptile, but I do love gerbils. We used to breed them a long time ago. So what about the ones in the 75 gallon? I'm not quite sure what that relates to. See if I can go back and see. No, I don't know. You'll have to specify on that. I've no idea what your would a female gourami be safe with a female betta fish? Gouramis typically don't get on well with betta fish, so maybe if you had a large enough tank, it possibly would, but they are in the same family and typically they won't get on because both fish are sort of aggressive in their own right. So what plants do you recommend for goldfish? And can you grow live plants with light and root tabs? Okay, so for goldfish, I would say probably Anubias, Java fern, and possibly jungle val. As far as can you grow them with just a light and root tabs, absolutely. We do this, in fact, we do all our tanks. Let me just go to this one. We do all our tanks with just root tabs, except the 75 gallon, which is this one here. And we do occasionally add fertilizer to that one. But the divided tank, this one, I mean, it's, you know, the plants are so healthy. There's no nutrients in the sand because it's sand, so we've not used a dirt-based or something like fluval stratum, and this grows amazingly in this one. So, and all we've got is a cheap, I think it's a Nicru light on it, and it just grows amazingly. So and then we just use the H2O plants root tabs, which we do also sell on our website as well. So would you also breed your goldfish or get fancy goldfish to breed? No, I don't think so. I think that the breeding that we did was just a one-off. I don't think that we'd do it again. That was just, I say, an experiment. I just took eggs out, didn't expect anything to happen, and of course we ended up with the babies. So Laura, I just watched your video of setting up that tank. It has grown in nicely. Yes, it has. It's grown really quickly. We did use the fluval stratum, so that does make a big difference as well. Do bettas need rocks ornaments to hide in? If you've got a really heavily planted tank, a bit like this one, then I would say no, because obviously the plants do the job. However, if your tank is maybe just not that well planted, then I would say that, yeah, I would provide something for them to feel safe and go and hide in. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, so I just set up a 5.5 gallon for my small betta. I put a used cartridge in there and the tank is only halfway full. Will it cycle? I'm going to add water from a settled tank slowly. Yeah, if you're using the pre-cycled media, then it should be an instant cycle. Obviously just monitor it and be careful with it, but yeah, it should be an instant cycle. That's what we do. The likes of with this tank here, this is the main filter, that sponge filter there, but I also, I don't know whether you can see it, but I also have another one at the back there. And that one is sort of like a secondary filter that if I need, and I do that in all my tanks, so that if I need a filter for another tank, then I can just take that one out and swap it and put a new one in here, and then I've got pre-cycled media. So yeah, if you're using pre-cycle, then typically it's near enough cycles straight away. Where do you like to shop for bettas? We do all over. We've done online. Our last one came from Creative Pet Keeping. I've done eBay, that's where the female is from that we're planning on breeding. And then we've done PetSmart and Petco. So we've done the whole range really of between online and in store as well. My tiger barbs are aggressive toward my other fish in my community tank. Do you have any advice? I would say, how big is the tank and how many tiger barbs have you got? Because depending on the tank size, ideally you do need quite a good number of tiger barbs so that they fight amongst themselves instead of fighting with the fish in the tank. Can sword plants live with just highlight and no tabs? They are a heavy root feeder, so I would say it's possible, but because they do draw a lot of nutrients from the gravel, if you've got a heavy stock tank and you're producing a lot of waste and you've got a lot leftover food that can become fertilizer, then possibly, but otherwise no. I would say that ideally you would need something to supplement that. We don't ship internationally, I'm sorry, no, we just ship USA only. I have 2 tiger barbs and they live in a 5 gallon. I think that's probably your problem. The tank is too small and you really do need more than 2 tiger barbs. Tiger barbs get quite big and they do get aggressive, which is why if you have more than like 5 and above, then the aggression should slow down. That's actually the case with these rose lines that we have in here. These can be aggressive to each other and other fish if they're kept in smaller numbers, or that's certainly what we found anyway. They do so much better when they're kept in larger groups. Where is my accent from? Liverpool, England. So yeah, so live in the USA but Liverpool, England. Okay guys, I think that I am going to stop it here, or here. I'll just show the guppy one more time, or the fry one more time, and then I'm going to sign off. Don't forget our sale, it's going to be running till Tuesday, and you can get some really good deals on there right now. I will leave the link in the description box below. So here's our 6 little guppy fry, and I'm probably going to leave them in here for maybe a week, maybe 2, and then I'll probably put them back in the tank. Hopefully they'll be okay at that point. They did survive, I think it was 2 days before I'd even pull them out. So thanks for stopping by, Bob. Alright, what type of the fry? They are guppies, and this is Mum and Dad right there. Dad is a Rainbow Mosaic Dumbo, and they do carry the Dumbo gene, but not all of them will come out Dumbo. I'm told about 75% will, so we will wait and see. But even the females are pretty as well. They've got really nice colouring in their tail and the top fin. So Betta Fish Aquariums, I've got fry too. Congratulations. Alright guys, I am going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining us for the stream, and we will see you in our next video. Bye guys.